PhD for the legacy. And when I wrote the book, it really opened up doors for me because my ultimate goal is not to coach athletics for the rest of my life. My ultimate goal is to consult and do other things and be an entrepreneur, be in real estate, build a legacy like all these other entrepreneurs are talking about. I just happen to do it in athletics. And so that was my biggest why. But yesterday I got a text from one of my former student athletes who was on the national championship team. She was the MVP of the tournament. She's overseas playing from Pritchard, Alabama. If any of you've ever been to Mobile or Pritchard, know that a lot of people don't come out of that area, and success is hard because of the climate. But she writes me a text message and said, "This man pushed me. This man loved me. This man was like a father to me. And I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for him. No one can understand the love that I have from this man." I run into that on social media, and that's my why. Like that very thing right there is my why. That's why we write the books. That's why we share the knowledge, so that you can spread your touch, not just in one area. Like Ms. Joyce said, she didn't want to be in one corporation or one company. She wanted to spread her wings. And my ultimate goal is, if I can touch as many people as I can before I leave this earth, then that's what real legacy is by who you touch and the things that you leave behind. And if it's changed the world, then you know you've done your part. So that's my biggest why. And creating that in all that is where I live. And if I'm not in that, then I'm in my destruction.
Oh, I love that. I love that. He touched on something right there that you got to understand. I heard a guy share this before, and I realized that that's me. And my mom used to say about it. I'm all in whatever I do, whether it's good or bad. I'm all in. So if I'm doing something, it's maxed out. I don't know purgatory. I don't know no middle ground. I don't know no money in the middle. Whatever I'm into, that's what I'm into, and that's what I'm gonna win at. And it's not meaning. So let's just look at it, not one just area, but let's look at it. You can use those gifts and talents in a myriad of ways. So if you are into helping people, that service or that serving on people, loving on people can come from a multitude of ways. So let's just look at that. It can come through a book. It can come through other services that you have. It can come through your nonprofit. It can have a social consciousness with your business where you're just pouring into people. And so you're still going all in that area. Now, name several ways that you were able to get that out, but you're able to release that same understanding of your love and that legacy to people. And that's what you see what Joyce was sharing with us, and also what Coach Q was sharing with us as well. He's still being him because he's pouring into people. He's doing it in the corporate arena. He actually has a heart for people. He's doing it for other coaches as well to help them build programs. He's doing it for the young ladies that he's dealing with, and what he's doing in the communities as well. He's doing it through his keynotes. So here it is again. We want to have a paradigm shift where we make you shift your mind, and that you don't limit yourself, that you think to yourself, oh, well, what are they really saying? Do I just need to just be right here only? Or I just need to do one job or be in one area? No, you are an infinite being. So you are able to create, and that's what you need to move forward. But utilize your love and passion to create in ways that are able to continue to touch people no matter where they are. And speaking of that, speaking of touching and different ways to do it, my man Larry W. Brooks is able to do that in an excellent way too as well. But Larry, I know they know you as the Texas real estate king. I know about you being a broker, but this is the thing that I love about you, where I'm saying the infinite part. You've always, I like to say that you're a chocolate version of Madonna. You know how to reinvent yourself. You know how to just keep reinventing yourself every time that you look around. You don't allow people to limit you to be, oh, well, he just has to be at first it was you just a realtor. Then you went out and started the company. Then you said, I'm going to be a broker as well. every time they tried to brand or hold you in the spot, you was able to step out of that. Now,
That's
even
right.
with the Pure Hustle brand as well, and other investments that you do. So,
Yeah.
Larry, speak to that mindset of you, because so many of us are saying, I don't have time to do anything, but you're
Mm-hmm.
steady creating, but you're still touching lives by what you do. So, can you
Yeah.
talk to us about the mindset to keep moving forward and not get stuck in one industry?
Yeah, Darren, man. I think that that's important because that's what happens a lot of times. Now, the people on the stage here, we don't have a problem with that. We understand what entrepreneurship and growth look like. But I think that out there in the public, sometimes we feel like because we've spent 10 years in one industry, that's the only thing that we should do. That's our platform. That's the only thing that someone's going to respect us in doing. And so I found a problem with that. I wanted to always feel like I needed to recreate myself, not only for, the legacy that I'm planning on leaving, but because there's no limits. You can't limit something. You can't limit me, right? And as soon as I see something that I feel like I want to take a step in and be great at, I'm going to apply myself and do that. So that's kind of how I got into the serial entrepreneur stuff, is just because I did not want to be limited. And I don't think any of us should be able to allow someone to put us inside of a box. And it happens every day. I remember before I stepped outside of my comfort zone and became an author, I'm just this real estate guy, this real estate broker guy. Why are you trying to author books? Why is it that you're trying to do public speaking? Why is it that you all of a sudden want to have a clothing brand, Pure Hustle? Like, what is that all about? You are a realtor, sell houses. No, that's not me. And so the thing is that, it still motivated me to continue to be great in my field that I have perfected over 20 years. But then I was like, if I built a business here, then I could build a business here. And I continue to take those steps to continue to build, to continue to create something new. And look, I got something else coming up in 2021 that people going to be looking at me and saying, why is he going into that lane, right? So we just going to keep this thing going. So that's kind of my thing, guys. If you're out there, you listen to this, do not allow people to limit you. Do not allow people to limit you in any particular space. Again, master it. Keep moving, right? So don't just jump into it because you see everybody doing it, but find a way to master that space, get into another space and continue to grow. There's no limits on the things that we could do in this world.